Well, hello everybody. Navy Vet 76 in the living room. And I need to turn the TV down. So, I promised the Cobra 49 that I would do a video on my GEW 8805. However, I told him it was all matching, and the number here does not match on the magazine. But the barrel and the receiver, or I should say the barrel jacket and the receiver, do match. Now, the only place this rifle has Turkish markings on it is on the bolt. There's a crescent moon there, and there's some Turkish writing there. I'm assuming it's Turkish. I can't read it. Other than that, I'm not seeing any numbers on the bolt, just Turkish. Just Turkish. And I'll do some close-ups with my phone and add them into the video. It is S-stamped. This gun is still in the 318 diameter, groove diameter bore. Now, a lot of these Turkish guns, the Turkish GEWs, the 88s, the ladder sight was numbered in Turkish. This one is not. So I thought that was kind of odd. Now Kobo wanted to see the barrel markings, and I'm going to have to take the barrel jacket off and disassemble, so I might as well get started doing that. So I'm going to put in you got to take these screws out. I'm doing this on the floor because I don't have a table or a bench that isn't all cluttered. I thought I would do it on a white towel. Screws a little cantankerous here. I'm having trouble seeing. I'm starting to get a little bit of a cataract, and I need some bright light in order to see. Okay. And we got that off. Now, there's a number stamped right here, and it's, I can't see it. I gotta get my flashlight. It says 6321. Maybe it'll show up in the camera. I'll see. If you can see that, it says 6321. And you'll see it's got the cover on it here. That's for the 05, I think it was the 05 update, when they got rid of the M-block clip. So, there you go. And then here, it says 231, and it says 231. Now, this is the barrel jacket, and this is the receiver. Also, you'll notice the numbers on the ladder sight. They're just regular numbers. They're not in Turkish. Has the S stamp, and it's a Styer. The stock has been refinished which was disappointing. It's the way it was when I got it. But there's no dents in the barrel jacket, which is cool. Now, if you look at the bolt, right here on the knob, there's a Turkish crescent moon. And then there's some Turkish writing there, and some there, with the crescent moon again. And there is an E. But other than that, there's no numbers on the bolt. It's all in Turkish. So there's that. Now, I'm going to take this jacket off. I have to take this off and the cleaning rod. It's in there pretty good. There it is. It's really short, isn't it? I think they connected these together somehow to make one long one. I don't know, that's kind of weird. That's the way it is. Now then, I have to pull this screw out because it runs clear through to the other side. Okay, I gotta tap it a little bit. That's on there. Huh. I've had this off. Well, I think I can still get it off just by taking this barrel band off. It's really snug. There we go. Okay, don't quote me on that, but I think I can get it off now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll come off. It's a good tight fit though. And there's the stock, and it's off. We'll just leave that on there. I had to push that forward just a little bit. Okay, now, the barrel jacket, it just screws off. Right there. And a lot of these are dented. This one's in really, really good shape. And you can see my barrel is nice and shiny. Now hopefully this will show up on camera. Okay. The Cobra wanted to see the marks. There are the, I'm guessing they're Imperial proof stamps there. And then there's a 31 right there and a B, and the 31 is the last two numbers of the serial number right there and there. So this is an original barrel that I'm assuming it's an original barrel that has been reamed, that the throat has been reamed on. I was going to do a chamber cast to show you, but, you know, I've done this long enough that the ones of you that know me, just trust me, this is a 3/18 groove diameter. Again, I'm going to try and get this close because Koba wanted to see. There's a B right there, and then you see the S right there, 31, and then the Imperial proof marks right there. Okay. And you got some stamps here that are kind of weird. I don't know what all that means. I don't know if it'll show up in the camera, but I'm going to take pictures of all this and put them in the video. There's another proof mark right there, 2 of them. So everything here, from the barrel jacket to the barrel to the receiver, are all matching. I can't say that the bolt is matching because there's no numbers on it, but you can see it has the notch, which is part of the S stamp, which means it was updated to clear the Spitzer bullet, and it also has the notch right here for the stripper clip for your thumb, and it also has the attached stripper clip blocks, that these were added in the 05 conversion to use the stripper clips. So there's that. I hope that shows up in the video. I don't know if there's any marks on here. Maybe these numbers will show up on the camera. Okay. There's the serial number back here. I'm sorry about the shaking. And that's 39 something. I can't read it. So, if I'm not mistaken, yep, that ladder sight, if that's a serial number, that's not a matching ladder sight. So it could have been put on later, and it could have originally had, oh wait a minute, here's some stamps right here. They've been crossed out. It's got 2 different numbers here. So it's been around the block. Oh, yeah, I can't say this is matching. So I was wrong about that. But the barrel and the receiver are matching, which to me is the critical thing. So it wasn't rebarreled, as far as I know. They just taper reamed the throat so that the bullet would compress as it went down to the 318 diameter. So there you have it. Okay, I'm going to put it back together, and I guess I'll just do it while y'all watch. You know, it fits really well in the stock. Yeah, you know what, guys, I haven't had this out in forever, so I apologize to Cobra 49. You know, the stock doesn't match either. That serial number's for another rifle. So it was put together when it was probably re-arsenaled, and the only thing that matches again is the barrel and the receiver. I can't say the bolt is matching because there's no numbers on it. So, all right. So, I'm going to take some pictures, and then we'll do the reassembly. All right, I took some pictures, and there's stamps all through here, serial, parts with serial numbers, and these parts here have different serial numbers. So, yeah, the only thing it's matching is the receiver and the barrel, and I can't vouch for anything else. But that at least tells me that, in my opinion, that all they did was remount the barrel and, oh, you know what? I got to put the barrel jacket on first, or it's not going to work. So the barrel jacket goes on. These aren't perfectly timed. You can see that's off to the right, so it have to move it so that it lines up in the stock. And I gotta get that down there. Actually, I should have started here first. Okay. Okay. Like I said, it's not timed. All right. Come on, Scott. There we go. We're getting close. There it dropped in. And then slide that back onto the spring clip. Clips in. And then this I'm going to have to hammer back. There we go. That goes back in. Okay. Gotta line that hole up. Went too far. There we go. Okay. Guess it's not quite lined up yet. There we go. You want to use these hollow ground screwdrivers on this, because if you use just a regular screwdriver, you're going to booger up these screws. So that's in, and then you slide this in. Okay, that one goes there, that one goes there. And the weird thing about these cleaning rods, as you can see, it's not that long. And again, the story I got was you had to share a cleaning rod with somebody else, and you screwed them together, and then it would clean your rifle. I don't know the thinking behind that, but you know, I'll make sure that the screw is nice and snug. Okay, this will hold your barrel in, and then a bolt. And there you go. So, I was wrong. It's not all matching. The Cobra 49 was right about that. I hadn't had it out of the gun cabinet in quite a while. So, You know, there's some interesting marks there. I'll take a picture of that. And there's another one right there, stamped into the stock, but there's no unit markings or anything stamped on the butt plate. Um, but it is an interesting gun. I don't load full power ammunition in this gun. Um, they've had instances of these where the barrels would bulge or burst in the past. Now the conventional thinking is all the ones that were going to burst and bulge have already done that, and supposedly these are safe to shoot, the conventional ammo. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. I just reload for it, and I just have fun with it. And like I said, I haven't had it out in quite a while. I've done cast loads and I've done Spitzer loads for this, and I've had time after time, I've had people tell me that you can't possibly have a 318 bore, and I've heard people having anywhere from 318 to 321 to 322 to 323 bores on these. And, I mean, groove diameter. So I'm guessing mine is an oddity. I don't know. I've not heard anybody else. Well, yeah, I have. I think I heard one other guy said their bore, their groove diameter was 318. So I don't know how much of that recorded because my phone said I lost the connection, but it could just be the phone and not the camera. So that's where I'm at. So I'm going to take some couple more pictures of the stock markings, and then I'm going to put the video together and post it. So Koba 49, if you're watching, there it is. See you in the next video.